What's good, everybody? Time to talk about Astral Cities. So, what is an astral city? This is a place in the astral in which is literally just a damn city, but it's in the astral realm. Now, remember that the astral realm is not just where you leave out a body and travel the spirit realm. The astral realm is a literal density in the universe. So there's beings that don't have a physical and they're just astral. Whether they are quote unquote dead people, whether they are extraterrestrial, whether they're terrestrial. These are beings that are, their lowest form is astral. So your lowest form is physical. So then when you go astral, then it's like your body's dormant and you're going in astral realm. But a lot of beings, they don't have a physical vessel, so they're just astral. Or more than that, right? Their lowest form is astral. So when this is the case, you'll notice when you go to an astral city, it looks just like a city. Maybe you're perceiving it like an actual city, or it is looking a little different. It is looking a little more futuristic, or has a certain characteristic to it. You'll know what type of city you're in based off of the characteristics of it and the beings. It's like, just like any other cities. Like you go to Toronto, you go to New York, you go to Miami, they're all different energies. It's the same thing with astral cities. And you will have mixed experiences when going here because there's beings from everywhere. Some are open to humans, some are not. It's not like they're gonna fight you, but they're just gonna be like, oh, like I don't do humans. I don't do humans. Or if you are, especially a starseed watching this, and you go out there, a lot of beings will already know you because they're already watching you on Earth, or they know your soul and know that you're doing a mission on Earth, right? They're like, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on Earth. Or, yo, you decided to come and visit, what's good? And you may not even realize you know them. You're like, who are you? Or you're like, I don't know you, but you seem really, really familiar. It's like going to Miami where your family's at. Or going to Los Angeles and you forgot you got family there. It's like that. So these astral cities are amazing. There's so much you could do. I love networking with people and just interacting with people, especially getting to know the locals of that planet, or maybe it's like a biosphere or whatever it is, or it's like a floating city, whatever it is. I like to explore the natives there. I like to go to the different sitting areas and restaurants, and especially the stores. I like to buy things. I like to buy books, astral books I love, because I get to read them in the astral, and when I go back to the physical, I just get to sit down and meditate and read them. And for those who have already been doing this, you know what's up. We love our astral books, and we love our astral friends. So there's been times where we've actually made houses or rented out places in Astral City, but I don't typically do that. I usually just like, maybe it's like a road trip type of thing where I'm in a ship, or I'm in a car for that day going around the city. I don't typically stay too long. The only times I've ever stayed in a place was like in astral school. That I'll stay there for a while. But these astral cities, I like, especially if it's a mission. Like there's a specific mission or assignment I'm going to do. It's like, I'm not staying, I ain't sleeping there. I'm just going, do what I got to do, go around the city, talk to this person, do that, do this business, and then bounce. So typically it'll be like that. There's been missions where I've had to secretly go in. And there's been missions where I had to hunt down certain dark entities that are in the city. And the beings before tell you, they're like, we need your help to hunt this person down on this planet, in this city. They're from this area. It's usually related to what you've been training for or what your mission is mainly focused upon. So if you're a shadow hunter, they're like, oh, this entity from Earth is over here, or this entity is over here and it's going to go to Earth next. We need you to stop it. Something like that. It's so infinite in the ways that you may use an astral city or go to an astral city for. There's a lot, but I'm here to say this because there's a lot of you who are in the mode of astral traveling, going out of body, and you're like, damn, there's so many things I could do, places I could go. And then you land upon an astral city, and it may look very, especially if you're interpreting it in a dream state. So you're going to an astral city, but you're quote unquote dreaming that you're driving in a city and looking around and going to different stores. That's an astral city, bruh. Like, that's Astral City. I used to take my mom. I wanted to take her to this one planet so bad. And I don't usually know the names of the planets. I only know the energies. I know their frequency. And this is what we call just energetic language. You guys already know. For you empaths, you know. The city's energy is like, it's almost like a desert type of city. And there's all these ports in which ships come and fly. So there's a lot of, it's like a very common area for people to come to. There's a lot of different astral cities, and maybe there'll be some that I could disclose soon. But if you go to different, like if y'all go to Jupiter, that's like a big ass astral spaceport. Some may categorize that as an astral city. You go to Venus, yeah man, they got their floating cities in the clouds. Like, this is like, now, okay, some of you this may sound like, whoa, really? But for y'all that are watching this that been astral traveling, you're like, yeah, like that's a Tuesday, right? You go over there and they're over there. Or you're like, oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna pull up and see what's good over there. Going to these places is like a regular day. Where do I want to go tonight? Let me go to this city. Oh, I got some homies in Jupiter, you know what I'm saying, or on Mars. Let me go hang out on Mars for a little bit. This is why we say it's like having two lives when you astral travel, because it's like literally having two lives. And you get excited to go back to the astral to do what you want to do. And you get excited to go back to the physical to do what you got to do. I just want to say that as well, is make sure you have balance, y'all. Don't feel like you have to, if you're in the mode where like, I just want to be in the astral all day, or I just want to be in the physical all day, that's a problem. That's a problem. You need to have balance. Enjoy, because even when you're in your physical vessel, you're in the astral. And you know how many beings would kill to have a physical vessel, and you got one? This is your vehicle to drive around in this density. That is the ultimate gift. I can't even think of a word to express it. It's just something that you need to understand. Especially if you go and talk to other beings that are just astral, they're going to be like, yo, enjoy that joint. Especially on Earth. You over fighting on Earth? You're where the action's at. You're where the action is at. That's what's fire. That's what's fire. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You take care.